Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video we are going to be going over the easiest lockdown defense that you can play in Madden 24. If you guys are struggling with defense and you're looking for like a set it and forget it kind of situation, this is going to be it. Now, of course, the better you are at defense, the more you're going to adjust and things like that, you know, of that nature. But sometimes some of us just want to play very casual, very easy, and just play an easy defense that could potentially get us stops. And that's exactly what we're going to be going over today. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment anything you guys might be struggling with down below, or any type of content you guys want to see, and become a part of the Noti Gang, Noti Gang, Noti Gang. And if you guys have nothing to comment, just comment FTA, because it's for the algorithm and it helps push these videos to more and more people. And like always, we got to give a shout out to the FTA squad, the FTA gang. Yes, this is always my intro. I show love to those who show love to me. So shout out to Lockdown, Mr. O, Foreign Bands, my boy Fred in the chat. Look, it's the bodybuilder right there. Let's get it. FTA squad, stand up. Thank you so much. Appreciate it once again. Let's get into the video. We're going to be going over a couple things here. And this is going to help you win more games because you are going to either confuse your opponent or frustrate your opponent. It's going to be one or the other. And again, we're going to go over the defense first, and then I'll go over what you should be doing to make this defense even better. Now, the best part about this is you can call this defense out of pretty much almost any formation in the game, except for a formation that does not have two high safeties. You guys might know where I'm going with this because it's starting to kind of circulate its way throughout the community. So you can come out and nickel over because we're coming out in cover 2 man. And what I want you guys to do whenever you guys come out in cover 2 man is press, right? So we're going to come out, we're going to go to play type, we're going to go to pass, we're going to go to shotgun pass, and we are going to click random shotgun pass, right? And then you guys are going to come out in whatever cover 2 man that you guys are going to do. And I want you guys to press. I don't care what the stats of your player is. I want you guys to press your opponent. And then after you press, the next thing you want to do is shade underneath. You want to shade down. Then what you're going to want to do is take your user, whoever that may be. Don't user these two guys. These guys are your last line of defense, and you need them to guard anything that's going up the middle. Now, after that, you want to take your user and make sure that he's on either the slowest person that's on the field. So even if this receiver here, right, this number 14 guy is the slowest person on the field, you're going to want to user that person. The reason being is if you are using the slowest person on the field, the chances of that person going up on like a streak or a deep route are extremely slim. So you want to make sure that you're leaving that person alone, and you're going to be able to pretty much tail that person the entire time. So you're going to want to be either on the slowest person or the running back coming out of the backfield, because if we are running our play like this, right, and I go ahead and I take that running back and I put him on some kind of an out route, while all these other routes are going the other way, and my guy's not there usering, well, our one's going to be wide open, and all of a sudden we end up getting a lot of yards. Bo Jackson, 15 yards down the field. You don't want that to happen. So make sure that if you guys are using the running back or whoever, make sure you're sticking on them. Now, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. Even if your assignment is on the tight end is not going to go all the way up the field. And if he does go up the field like this, you're going to be able to sit there and kind of leave him alone, if that makes any sense. You're going to be able to follow him for a little bit. And if he is on a streak, you're going to be able to leave him alone. Now, the last thing that you'd like to do to make this even better is pass commit. Now, for those of you guys who don't know how to pass commit, it's R1 and then move the right stick up, or right bumper and then move the right stick up if you guys are on the Xbox. This is only in a situation where you know they are passing, they have to pass the ball. You want to guess pass. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, what this does, it actually creates better block sheds on your D-line. So you guys got good players on the D-line. This is going to help out a ton. So again, your user is going to end up guarding whatever is over there. And as you can see, the deep blues go crazy. And then once your assignment gets stuck in a situation where they can no longer really run a route or anything like that, now you can go ahead and shade on other routes, because no one's throwing this pass here. Not a soul is gonna throw this pass, especially with your user kind of shading above that. no one's going to throw that. And because no one went to his section, this safety ends up kind of shading towards the inside. Deep halves play really, really good this year. And then all of a sudden our user can come down to try to bait another route. And then by the time that all happens, this guy is already on the floor for a good 5 to 6 seconds. This is probably one of the most frustrating defenses for you to play in Madden for a lot of people that aren't really focused on playing, and they're not trying, they're not in super try hard mode where they're trying to hit their corner routes on the cut, because that's the one thing that kind of slows this down is people that are able to sit there and, hit their guys on quick cuts. But again, your user is going to focus on that as long as your guy's not there. Now, the way that you make this even better is, I'll give you a perfect example. Now, if you guys are coming out in a formation like big nickel over G, for example, you find the man blitz in nickel over G that gives you the same look as cover two man. So you're going to make sure that you have one of those blitzes in your audible. So I'm just going to come out. I'm going to have the all man blitzer, or the casino blitz. Perfect. It's a cover 0 blitz in my audible. So what we're going to do here, let's just call slants middle. What we're going to do here is we're going to come out in our cover 2 man, and all of a sudden they're going to keep hiking the ball. They're going to throw to their guy, whatever the case is, blah, 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 blah. They're going to start to get comfortable. They're going to get comfortable. And then you're going to come out with the same exact setup. As you can see, nothing looks like it changed. You're going to come out with the same exact setup. And again, you're going to be hovering wherever it is that you're hovering. And then you're going to sit there and blitz them. They're not going to be ready for that. And this is how I want you guys to play defense from now on. I want you guys to confuse people, get it started to where they get frustrated, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So again, they're sitting there, you're blitzing nonstop, right? They're getting frustrated about it. It's getting real annoying. Boom, 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 to the point, and this is the most crucial part, to the point where they start blocking their running back. Either or, the running back, the tight end, and that's another reason why you go after one of the slowest people, or the running back, because at some point they're going to block either the tight end to try to stop your blitz, or they're going to try to block the running back. So you end up being manned up on the running back while having your defense pressed, pass committing, whatever the case is, always blitz your user. And then all of a sudden, now your guy is pretty much free reign to do whatever it is that he wants to do. This is going to frustrate a lot of people, to sit there and send a crazy blitz and then all of a sudden send all out coverage while they're blocking 1 to 2 people just to stop you sending 5 to 6 to potentially 7 people if you really want to get crazy. So again, the more people that you guys can sit there and try to send at a player to sit there and kind of confuse them. And I think one of the best ones is dollar, because obviously they have the spinner meta. So again, you make sure that you have cover 2 man, you come out in dollar. Let's just come out in verticals. A lot of people like to run verticals, right? So we're sitting there sending our blitz. We're going to bring our safeties down just like we did last time. And we're sending all out pressure. If he throws that, it could potentially get picked, yada, yada, yada. Same thing. And then you set it up. You send your 2 man under, take your safeties, bring them down, and all of a sudden they're going to assume and think that you're blitzing once again, but in reality, you're simply just holding on to pressure. And as you can see, sending 3 people while pass committing makes it so that the block sheds get home a lot faster than they do if you didn't. This is the easiest defense that you can run. We're simply sending pressure, then sending nothing. Sending pressure, then sending nothing. One thing that I did forget though, once you guys are sending the pressure, make sure that you guys are shading over the top, because if you guys are still shading underneath and someone is throwing the ball, if you're shading underneath, you can simply get beat over the top. Now that time he got a very good swat. That was the safety, but you don't want that to be the case. You don't want that to be, one of the potential things that happens is you think you're about to send pressure. You think you're blitzing, you think you're pressing, and then all of a sudden they block everybody. They end up blocking your blitz and they end up getting a nice shot. Oh, look at that, shading underneath, and we still end up getting a pick there. I know he's lit up with his X factor going crazy, but this is phenomenal defense to run in Madden 24. If you guys want to get more stops, this is the way to do it. I promise you. I won 3 Darren Waller Super Bowls. And I work a full-time job. I'm just letting you guys know that this formula works like a charm. So hop in the lab, hop in Madden, hop in Mutt, whatever the case is. Try this out for yourself, because this also works in regs, and you guys will start winning more games in Madden. My name is Pony Montana. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.